What's a mighty good word, party folk? It's your mile high priest. I'm up here on Mercury's day. It's Wednesday, February 21st. This message is for the Scorpio Sun Moon Rising Collective, regardless of whether you have a distinguished Scorpion placement in your natal chart. This may still resonate with you, and I strongly suggest checking out the collective reading for the new moon in Aquarius, as well as the collective reading for the first quarter moon in Taurus. This is your collective message, Scorpio, for the full moon in Virgo that's coming up. You'll likely get this video. I'm hoping to edit and have it ready for you by the morning of the full moon, Saturday morning, February 24th, right? We are suddenly in the Pisces season. Sun and Neptune and Saturn are all hanging out in that arena. We do have Mercury, Mars, Venus, and Pluto all in Aquarius at the moment. So yeah, there's what does this all mean for you, Scorpio? We might as well just kick into it, right? I did a premeditation with the wild unknown animal spirit, wild unknown archetypes, and just some clarifiers from the Rider-Waite Smith deck. I'll pull 3 cards from you, the Moonology for your full moon. Illumination spread. What do you need to release and forgive? What is the full moon illuminating for you, and what's the advice or outcome? And then I have tarot decks, Zodiac Tarot, Light Seers, and Ethereal Visions. We'll see where we get. There is a lot of this overall sword energy. It could feel almost like what has happened or transpired in the last whatever, so like 2 years, a year and a half, even a year, like is coming to like this head. And it's not so much like a head-to-head battle. It's kind of like a battle royale, or like just a mosh pit. Oh my gosh. I realize I've been forgetting. I finally realized that I should be acknowledging disclaimer warning for the bell. Then I kept forgetting. I'm trying to remember. This is your disclaimer. I do ring the bell. I'm trying to ring it lighter, softer, jingle it. Jingle the bell lighter. Just to not blow your ears off, right? Scorpion magicians, Scorpion high priests, high priestesses, Scorpion kings, Scorpion queens, and royals. This is your highest, most transformative alchemical court. I am your mercurial, effervescent, light and shadowy, Piscean, Aquarian, fiery jester with your divine inspiration, your mercurial ascension, your spiritual evolution, your spiritual exaltation, your human growth through space and time. Scorpio, wow. There's a lot of like commotion. There's a lot of, even if you're not seeing it, it could be like you're seeing it. It could be like you're part of it. I have card number 35, the ocean. So it's like you're seeing every aspect of emotion, the hidden ones, the emotions that have been hiding away, that maybe you hid away or that others hid away from you over the last year and a half or so. Even emotions that you're feeling now, all of it is intermingling. There's a lot of that commotion within you and around you. You are being, there are these impediments or impeding type of things and obstacles, right? Like we have the elephant, we even have the eagle, and we have the lion in reverse. A lot of fire, a lot of air. Card number 2 in reverse. Acknowledging how you fit into the whole, the entire picture. I have the King of Wands, the Ace of Swords in reverse, as well as the Four of Cups in reverse. Perhaps the Libra reading that comes prior to this one maybe significant to you. It is temporary, but it does feel like the weight of the world, or like this really frustrating moment. Of course, if there is a lot of arguing around you, that's going to be frustrating. So maybe someone around you, maybe you're dealing with like a Leo or a it's just a lot of communication, like watching communication. It's recommended to just kind of like, if you can allow it to be and not react with speech. So like don't fuel the fire with more harsh words, right? But we do have Ganesha, the elephant spirit. So like, obviously these obstacles are in your way for you to recognize what blocks a lot of your abundance in regards to auspicious endeavors. So like money, wealth. Like this isn't just like abundance of like love and whatnot. It's an abundance in like co-creative relationships that bring in flow of money, cash flow, wealth, things like that. So yeah, it doesn't correlate, right? Like there's just like, does it correlate? Oh, does it? Like, yeah, you're seeing that. You're seeing the crap that needs to be cut out. You're seeing what like really blocks you, and a lot of it has to do with perhaps it's like you fuel the fire. Maybe in romantic relationships, it's a lack of communication, or maybe dealing with a lot of deception, or maybe this is what you're being confronted with in your relationship, or maybe you're just noticing a lot of corruption, a lot of deceit, noticing a lot of what takes you away from really like your family. And that could mean a lot for many different Scorpios, like what takes you away from your true friendships, what takes you away from your family, what takes you away from your children, what takes you away from your spouse, what takes you away from your creative projects, what takes you away from your passion projects, what takes you away from your independence, your relationship to yourself, all relationships. A lot of it culminates with then you like seeing how it does affect and these types of relationships that are not rightful or in injustice, or like in the way of you actually it's like the value in it, the feeling justified in it. Maybe because like there's a lot of stress involved, it sort of like muddies the well, yeah, it like ruined it, like rain on your parade, right? Like, great, you rain on my parade. It's like by the time you get the check in the mail, it's like, well, yeah, okay, wow, like that. Thank you so much, Goddess. Like the sun god raw. So you're already in bad spirits by the time you get your form of payment for your work. But it's like that what you've earned, then you put it towards non-healthy, like it just goes, it's sort of like, for example, like blowing your money, right? Like, because you're so upset or something, like there's a need for like, for example, retail therapy or something. So like all the money you're earning is like going to like make up for how you're feeling, right? We have the cobra and we have the crow, animal spirit, air and fire. Again, a lot of fire, a lot of air. You're going to come to a decision. This is a big, again, you're being guided by Ganesha, by however you want to see it, whatever cosmic forces that you work with. This is a benevolent cosmic force that isn't the easiest to work with, only because the rewards are auspicious beyond just the spiritual realm. They do culminate into physical, like money. Like it does culminate into a reward in this reality. And so like that's why it's not that easy, because like you not only have to alchemize, process, whatever you want to call it, analyze and process what you're dealing with and why it blocks you. You like have to get rid of it and you have to remove it, and then you like enjoy the money, and it feels like you make more money, and you like the mentality around it, your mindset shift, your energetic shift. It's like it brings in more, right? Like, hello, the block, the flow is blocked. So when you remove the block, the flow is flowing. Sometimes it's so difficult for me to just say something so simple that I'm like, why do I have to say it so roundabout? Thank you so much, guys. Isis, Sun, God, Wrong. What is the full moon that we're illuminating for the Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising Collective? Thank you so much, Sun, God, Wrong. Goddess Isis, our helpful ancestors, wise ancestors, sage ancestors, helpful, wise, sage, ancient ancestors, spirit guides of the highest light. What is the full moon asking you to release? Okay, yeah, there's some sort of like imbalance in relationships, or there's a specific relationship that you're honoring that needs to go, or maybe you've already left, or maybe someone's leaving you, that sort of thing. A lot of arguing, a lot of fighting, or this is within friendships, friend groups. Yeah, you're seeing who isn't meant to be around you at the moment. Also, are you going to allow these people back in? Are you just, for the moment, like making these decisions, then you're going to allow them back in? Or are you going to allow these energies back in? Or are you just ridding of things to add more? Like, are you just substituting? Are you just... Are you actually creating space to bring in something completely new, right? Or are you actually creating space to bring in a whole new relationship that is meant for you? What is the full moon illuminating for you, Virgo? I'm sorry, Scorpio, wow. Believe in the impossible. I don't know, you might have Virgo placements. I also really think like that all of those things are, all of those archetypal aspects are being affected by all this commotion, like your day-to-day, it's your relationships, and the communication styles in those relationships are like the secrets or things that are hidden or whatever, like they're being exposed, but like that obviously affects your like day-to-day, like you're having to argue, having to constantly be thinking about like what needs to go, or like what is like upsetting. Well, this full moon is like asking you to like believe that if you are actually making space and clearing away like this crap, then you're making room. Are you going to leave that room open for something completely new, a lot of like wealth, or your next bigger, better, badder project, like more money, right? Like, are you going to make room for that? And are you going to allow just your mind to clear? Are you going to step out of the way and not add more fuel to these arguments, like more fighting, more yelling and screaming? Or can you like bust that, like stop? What's the advice? Can you? Will you? A fiery climax approaches you, like Scorpio. It's tense. It's frustrating. This is that God moment. It's fast. Like, maybe when you start making these decisions, like, people are still going to come at you, right? So like you really have to, I don't know how else to put it, like assert yourself, but also not fight back, right? Like, can you be the emperor in their most emperor royal grounded self of like, I'm not going to attack? Can the emperor sink into the empress, into the feminine, rest into a feminine, a deeper, like, so the ocean, right? Like not the wave, but like the low tide. Can you remove yourself, right? Can you take all that? Can you take the energy away? Maybe you are dealing with like an Aries man and you're like ready to I'm sorry, I'm laughing. I'm only trying to make a little light of the situation, right? The thing is like the squaring. It is about you acknowledging values, right? 9 of Wands, yeah, like acknowledging what you value, and if these burdens that you take on are actually because when you take these burdens on, the burdens that you've taken on, is it a decision based on honoring your values, right? Like your value system. If you don't know the answer to that, this is that favorable time to be kind of stepping back away from the fights, arguments, away from all the mental like chit chatter. But like, should I cut them out? Should I not? Should I cut this person out? Should I cut them out? Things like, should I cut this out? Like, instead of that chit chatter, just like sink into you, right? 10 of Pentacles. Wow, yeah, this is a whole, it is mental like clarity, and like that then transpires into physical, like your reality, your day-to-day clarity. So that your days are meant for you to restructure for you, for your like development, your like next step of wealth, your next enjoyment of wealth. Did I not say it was temporary? You have 10-10 here. And did I also say you have master number 11 just appearing? Obviously, if I add 10-10, or if I just add 1 0 plus 1 0, it is a lot. Or if I drop the zeros, I get 11. I do understand that if you add them, it's 2, but it's like I just keep seeing 1 1, or like maybe this is a lot of your one-on-one relationships that you're dealing with. It can be quick, it can be fast. But it is actually tending to what you need to walk away. It's not about like, if I cut these people out, like things will get better. It's also about you acknowledging where you add fuel to the fire, like I was saying, right? Like, it's removing folks out of your lives so that you can then continue to remove what doesn't serve you, acknowledging that you're giving into certain things, or you're drawing in, or you're drawn in by certain devaluing aspects. You take these on like it's like take several steps back, right? From like the microscopic to stepping further back, and then taking in the entire view. Okay, the different acknowledgements of perspective. 9 of Pentacles and the 3 of Cups in reverse. Okay, yeah, what doesn't serve your money-making ways, what doesn't serve your daily money-making abilities, your daily money-making ways, your daily money-making structure, what doesn't serve your budgets, what doesn't serve your mental budget, what doesn't serve your abundance, your happiness. you taking home the paycheck and then putting it in a savings because you have a bigger plan, or you taking your money to treat yourself well in a healthful, self-loving, self-caring manner, or just you actually not turning around after you've worked your ass off to then go and spend it on some BS because you're upset or you have to take care of someone or something like that, right? You have to go wipe someone's behind. Like you're up here and you go up there and then you go down there. Scorpio, like, who are these? What are these relationships, right? Like, I'm so sorry that I feel like I'm questioning. Yes. I don't mean to do that. I have the Nine of Swords, Mars and Gemini. Okay. So it's not only how you speak to others, and it really isn't maybe even about that. It's more like you not allowing yourself to stop ruminating in it. It's somehow like that you it's like in that split decision where you're a little bit like, how do I not perpetuate? How do I not cycle myself back in? How do I not recycle through these types of relationships? Somehow in those moments, it's like you don't agree to stop spending time in these relationships or in these spaces, or like in this way of thinking, right? It's perhaps, just honoring like, hey, this isn't really like that I'm removing people or like stopping bad habits just to like be looked at as like better. It's more like for my betterment, for me to feel better and sleep and get rest and be restful and have fun and be with friends and hang out. It's almost like that your independence has been, it's like you've done all the work to be independent, but then here comes this like the circus that you're like, crap, now I'm also a carnival director. I'm so sorry. We have the Eight of Swords in reverse and the King of Wands reappears in upright. That's brilliant. I love to see it. Okay, Aries. Leo. But again, it could excuse me, it could be a masculine Aries, masculine Leo energy, or just a masculine, you're working in that, coming out of that space of being too caught up, too fired up, too caught up in the fight that you don't actually stop yourself and make the decision like, that's it, this has to stop. Okay, it's like making that final decision. Four of Swords at the bottom of the deck, like we've been acknowledging, is like you actually stepping away and like, removing yourself the hell out of this like space, these spaces, these people, these folks. There's something like, it sounds simple, right? But it is it isn't. It's like a lot of it is mental. It's like, yeah, like not really, it's like not stopping yourself. And that's where Ganesha or these cosmic forces are like, that's the block. There's a mental block that like swings you back in. It like boomerangs you back into this space with the Cobra here. It's like, are you going to honor that you're done with these cycles? Or are you going to, just continue in the cycle? Thank you so much, Sun God Ra, Pisces, Mercury. What messages do we have for the Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising Collective? I did say Virgo earlier, and then all this Virgo energy came up with the 10 of Pentacles and 9 of Pentacles, right? Now we have Capricorn energy with the 2 of Pentacles. Yeah, you do have a decision here. And it's about your money. It's about what you own and how you make it. And actually being excited about making it and earning it, and like then taking the money and owning what you want. It's like back to why you started all this, back to why you decided that you wanted to make money, right? Like, what were the reasons? Not for this like craziness, for the circus. Do you see the circus in the back? The wheel appears once again. Scorpio, I hope that you're also laughing a little bit with me. I know this isn't like, it's not like I don't know why I'm getting like food. Like, it's not this like drizzle of chimichurri mayo sauce or something. It's not like a teriyaki glaze. It's not this like sweet comforting thing. It's like, it's just maybe like you have to find a little bit of humor in these situations, and maybe that can be what is that instant like removal of the block, right? But we do have a circus in the background of the 4 of Wands of the lights. Here's Tarot. Okay, there's a circus, and this card is in reverse. In your hopes and fears, you have the 9 of Cups and the 3 of Wands. In your outcome, you have the 10 of Cups. In the bottom of the deck, you have the 7 of Chariot. The major arcana 7, the Chariot, right? Yeah, the full moon. I was looking back at the full moon in Cancer. I believe that had a huge effect on you. As far as like the tide just swelled, right? It was like the waves started crashing. So full moon in Cancer was about 2 months ago, almost a month and a half ago to 2 months ago, right? That put you in this space of like, do I have choices? Because I need to know my choices now. Like, I need to go. This choice is for me, and it's for growth. Okay, I know you're scared of this new path of like going at it alone for a hot minute. It's fast, it's furious, it's the Wheel of Fortune, it's the 9 of Cups, it's the 3 of Wands. It's like, can you actually believe it and do it and get on with it? Can you actually believe that you are so stable, but you're going for other types of stability, like emotional fulfillment and emotional gratification from your relationships, not just the bull crud of like you earning and making money so you can take care of people's messes, right? 10 of Cups and the 10 of Pentacles. Yes, please be grateful of what you've been able to accomplish and earned. It wasn't easy. It's not something that a lot of folks earn in their lifetimes. You're able to do it. Again, it's not easy. And the fact that you're able to realign is even greater. This is that moment of honoring the beauty of your power, Scorpio. The wheel of frickin' fortune continues to show up. So do I need much clarity? No. But the devil landed on the 10 of Cups and the 6 of Pentacles in reverse. Something about your daily approaches, your daily relationships have to change. They do affect the bigger contracts you have, the bigger work contracts. Something gets in the way of your money or your daily, like, capacity. Like the schedule gets full because it's like you got to make time to argue and like got to make time to go clean up so-and-so's mess or something. The Empress, like we were saying, the Ace of Wands in reverse at the bottom of the deck. The Empress wants order. The Empress requires reorder. The Empress requires a balance, a fine balance. There's a lot of masculine misfire, and this is where the feminine must draw her power back in and culminate this purification process where they are able to establish a whole new cycle and not give in to old repetitive reigniting those passions that are not meant for you. Okay, Scorpio. Wow, the Empress. Boom, as my browser decides to just pop off. The new you, okay? Go towards the new you. Or just let them out already. Start making those decisions, right? Of what needs to go. What actually needs to go and stay put where it's going, right? No going back to it. I honor you and I honor your decisions no matter what. I honor your path no matter what. Whew. Scorpio, let's see. What does the Cobra have in regards to pausing, waiting, the inner teacher, a student of life, humble, wise, when out of balance, know-it-all, egocentric, to bring into balance, taking a class, study. Your inner guide, your inner teacher. Yep. Trying to help you remove those blocks, okay? Are you ready to learn? Well, what have I been saying? Put the exclamation point at the end of the body paragraph. Create your conclusion, wrap it up. You're done with that. Print it, whatever, send it away. New ways, okay, Scorpio? I'll be back with more messages. I send you all the love and light. Ever protective, purifying by the light to your crown, third eye, and throat chakras, and I send you all the emerald loving light, healing love to your heart center, and purifying white light to your lower chakras, okay? I send you all the love and light.